I have video of him saying, yeah, but have you ever slept with 20 supermodels to this black guy? And when the black guy came up, he goes, what's up, my N-word? Like he said the
To you?
No. To this black guy. He
he said
yelled
that
at
to him?
he yelled something to this black guy. So this black guy comes up and puts down his food. And he goes, what's up, my N-word? And I was
You're
like,
scared of saying that word. It's weird.
I don't like saying it, man. Because then nowadays people make it ringtones and shit.
Well, it's a fucking problem. Magic words are never good, folks. It's not good. It's not good because it makes them more valuable when you say it now. It holds more power. Becomes a more loaded word. And Lenny Bruce argued about that in like 1950s. It was one of his bits. It was like one of his most controversial bits. He would point people out in the audience and call, there's a nigger, there's a spick, there's a kike. Whoa. Yeah, dude. It was a crazy, crazy bit. And at the time, like, people had no idea where he was going with it because nobody had ever done that kind of comedy before. But he was essentially saying that the more you use those words, the more they lose their power, and the more they'll never have the ability to hurt some child's feelings. And it was pretty profound, especially considering that he had realized like what happens when you censor things and censor people. He'd figured that out in the 1960s somehow. He figured out like that this is counterproductive. Like you can't demonize a word. Words just convey intent, like we were talking about earlier. Like the hardest thing in the world is to convey your thoughts through your words. And to make certain words supercharged and decide certain words have like magic fucking powers in the game and they can jump 3 steps. No, they're just fucking words, man. And words are supposed to be flexible and they're supposed to all contribute to the best possible job you can do of conveying your intent. And as soon as you have like supercharged words that you can't use anymore, well then I have less tools to convey my intent. You have less of an ability to understand what I'm saying, and you're assuming that the exact same word from one sentence to the next has the same content, has the same ability. It means the same thing, because it doesn't always mean the same thing. Like if someone can call you a bitch, and if it's your friend, it's funny. Like if Duncan comes over and like, what's up, bitch? And like goes to grab your dick or something, like it'd be hilarious, right? Mm-hmm. Why? Because he's Duncan. Because it's your friend. Whereas if Justin Bieber says it to you and you're, in line in front of him, a big boy, you wouldn't, that doesn't feel good. Or if some guy says that to you, some guy comes up to you like, what's up, bitch? You're like, oh, well, this doesn't feel good. This feels terrible, right? It's because the intent's different. It's different. The word doesn't always mean the same thing. A word just conveys intent.